Karunanidhi health scare as it happened. Kalaignar better, confirms family. Hundreds outside hospital. The DMK stalwart is being treated for fever and urinary tract infection at Chennai's Kaveri Hospital. The ailing politician was shifted there from his Gopalapuram residence on Friday night. Leaders across party lines and Karunanidhi's family members made a beeline for the hospital on Sunday. DMK leaders have requested emotional party workers to maintain calm. Chennai, Dravida Munnetra Kazhagam, DMK's longest-serving chief and stalwart Madhuval Karunanidhi's health seems to be normalizing after a minor setback. He was rushed to the hospital late Friday after his health deteriorated. He was being treated for fever and urinary tract infection and was earlier shifted to his Gopalapuram residence as his health improved. Karunanidhi has been unwell since October 2016. Recently, the DMK chief underwent a surgery to change his tracheostomy tube, in order to help him breathe better. Stalin had on Wednesday said that his father Karunanidhi was suffering from fever. Here are the top highlights. 12:46 a.m. DMK cadre and well-wishers continue to camp outside Kalaignar, Karunanidhi's Gopalapuram residence and Kaveri Hospital, where he is undergoing treatment. Daughter Kanamazi and son M.K. Stalin confirmed that his health is better. Meanwhile, the crowd outside the hospital is now thinning. The police had to resort to mild lathi charge to disperse the crowd, which had gathered in thousands. 12:37 a.m. Police are trying to disperse crowds outside Kaveri Hospital. Many DMK supporters started camping outside the hospital ever since they heard that their beloved leader was admitted here on Friday night. But on Sunday evening, as rumors about Karunanidhi's health started doing the rounds and politicians and family members rushed to the hospital, the crowd swelled, putting pressure on the police force present there. 12:22 a.m. Meanwhile, Karunanidhi's daughter and DMK Rajya Sabha MP Kanamazi confirmed to Mirror Now that Kalaignar Karunanidhi's health is better now. Earlier, DMK leader A. Raja appealed to the crowd outside the hospital to go home as DMK Supremo's health was normalizing after suffering a temporary setback. 12:09 a.m. The crowd outside the Kaveri Hospital is now beginning to disperse where DMK Supremo M. Karunanidhi is undergoing treatment. He is responding to treatment and his vital signs are normalizing after suffering a transient setback, sparking rumors about his health, after which a huge crowd gathered outside the hospital. The police had to resort to mild lathi charge twice to disperse the crowd. 11:54 p.m. Meanwhile, police has advised Chief Minister E. Palaniswamy not to visit the Kaveri Hospital owing to the security situation outside. Palaniswamy, who was in Coimbatore, had cancelled an event that he was supposed to attend and was en route to Chennai Airport. 11:46 p.m. DMK working president M.K. Stalin has appealed for calm as emotions run high in party cadre who gathered outside the hospital in thousands. The police had to resort to lathi charge twice to disperse the crowd to make way for vehicles outside the Kaveri Hospital. Here are the visuals of the lathi charge. 11:31 p.m. The police resorted to mild lathi charge again after the crowd regrouped for a second time after being dispersed by the earlier. This is the second time that Chennai police had to use force to clear out the area for movement of vehicles in and out of the hospital. Emotions run high among party cadre who chanted, "Get up, Kalaignar." DMK leader's condition seems to be improving after a mild setback which set off social media buzz with rumors, after which thousands gathered outside the Kaveri Hospital. 11:24 p.m. Chennai police has a detailed security plan to maintain peace and security in the event of emotional DMK supporters getting violent. Nearly 2,000 security personnel including police, rapid action force, commando units are in the city, reported Toy. 11:15 p.m. The situation outside the Kaveri Hospital seems chaotic as the crowd has regrouped despite the police lathi charge. Meanwhile, there are reports Tamil Nadu Chief Minister E. Palaniswamy has reached Coimbatore Airport. He was supposed to attend an event in the city. 11:03 p.m. The police cleared the way for movement of vehicles outside the hospital. Karunanidhi's son and DMK leader M.K. Stalin's vehicle has left the hospital. Also, the vehicles of other senior DMK leaders were spotted leaving the hospital. 10:48 p.m., the police had to resort to mild lathicharge to clear the sea of humanity gathered outside the hospital where DMK leader is undergoing treatment. Party workers refused to move despite repeated requests from the police, after which force was used to disperse the crowd. Here are the visuals. 10:37 p.m. A. Raja has appealed to the swelling crowd to go back to their homes as it is becoming increasingly difficult for the police to maintain decorum outside the hospital. The movement of the cars to and from the hospital is being hindered by the sea of crowd outside the Kaveri Hospital. 10:27 p.m. A. Raja requested the crowd to refrain from rumor-mongering on social media and appealed to them to maintain calm amidst swelling crowd outside the Kaveri Hospital. 10:16 p.m. Former UPA Union Minister and DMK leader A. Raja told party workers and well-wishers outside the hospital that Kalaignar is responding to treatment. He said there was a minor setback in his health, but with the help of the medical panel his condition is normalizing. 10:10 p.m. The police is having a tough time controlling the crowd outside the hospital. The situation is made worse by the constant movement of VIPs and politicians visiting the ailing leader. The police used loudspeaker to pacify DMK supporters and well-wishers outside the hospital. Here are some visuals of the crowd outside the hospital. 10:04 p.m. There was a transient setback in the clinical condition of Kalaignar M. Karunanidhi, DMK president. With active medical support, his vital signs are normalizing. He continues to be closely monitored. 9:51 p.m. Kalaignar's health condition seems to be normalizing. The hospital released a statement saying, Karunanidhi's vital signs are normalizing with active medical support, after a transient setback. A panel of medical experts is monitoring the DMK leader's health. Here is the press release from the hospital. 9:41 p.m. Tamil Nadu Chief Minister E. Palaniswamy, who was attending an event in Coimbatore, is now headed to the Kaveri Hospital in Chennai where Kalaignar is admitted. Earlier, former Union Minister P. Chidambaram visited the hospital. 9:31 p.m. DMK Patriarch's health condition is said to be critical, said reports. DMK leaders keep vigil at the hospital and a health bulletin is expected shortly. Meanwhile, the police are ready for any eventuality with heavy security deployed in Chennai. 9:21 p.m. Senior political leaders across party lines made a beeline for the Kaveri Hospital where the DMK Patriarch is admitted. Earlier, Vice President Venkaiah Naidu met Dravida Munnetra Kazhagam Chief M. Karunanidhi on Sunday at the Kaveri Hospital, where he is admitted since Friday night after his blood pressure dropped. Thousands of Kalaignar's supporters continue to flock the hospital, praying for his speedy recovery. Earlier, former Union Minister P. Chidambaram visited the hospital. Woke a story babysitter hears noise upstairs, so dad checks hidden camera. Woke a story undo sponsored links promoted links. You may like orbiterworld.org. What drives these women to set themselves on fire? orbiterworld.org and OSC Profits Academy. Do not invest in condominiums. This property expert explains why his Profits Academy undo sponsored links promoted links. Golf trendster heartbreaking photos. North Korea doesn't want you to see golf trendster undo sponsored links promoted links recommended for your tea. Asked PMO about 15 lakh rupees promised by PM Narendra Modi. Here's the reply. Undo ex-Big Boss contestant Gisele Thakral goes the Mandakini way, dons a wetsuit and raises the temperature. Undo History Saint final photo. What happens next is insane and horrifying. History Saint undo sponsored links promoted links.